After deliberating for 8 hours, a Norfolk County jury returned its verdicts Thursday in the Ryan Bois murder trial. The 22-year-old was found guilty of first-degree murder, kidnapping, and 2 counts of child rape. Judge Janet Sanders sentenced him to 2 life terms in prison with no possibility of parole. It was an emotional afternoon for family members of Joanna Mullin, the 6-year-old cousin who Bois raped, kidnapped, and killed in August of 2007. As the jury foreman read aloud each guilty count, family members began to weep. Afterward, prosecutor Robert Nelson lowered his head and cried. Even the judge had tears in her eyes as she told the courtroom it had been the most heart-wrenching trial of her career. Bois, however, stood stone-faced. He showed no emotion even as it became clear the jury had rejected his insanity plea, and his defense lawyers claimed that he was tortured by demons. On the courthouse steps, Mullin's uncle, James, spoke to reporters.
Just to like to thank everybody that was involved here, the Norfolk County DA's office, the Weymouth Police, the State Police, anybody that was involved, both sworn and staff, that dedicated their professionalism that night and made sure that the verdict today came. There's no happiness here, folks. This family's been ripped apart. Both families have been ripped apart. I only hope that there's justice for Joanna. Try to sew this whole up a little bit and thank you.
Captain, you just mentioned how hard it's been on your family. Can you put into words how hard? I can't imagine it.
There's a number of families here on both sides that have been destroyed, and I don't think they'll ever be the same they were on August 3rd. We'll never have the same.
Jurors were reluctant afterward to discuss the trial. One called it a horrifying crime, but said she felt justice had been served. Another said it had been a draining and emotional experience, but that he hoped the outcome might at least bring some measure of peace and closure to the family.
Thank you.